Your name, age, and occupation.
Awesome. My name's Jake Latimer. I'm 35 years old, and I'm a correctional officer up in Canada.
Interesting. Was that something you always imagined yourself doing, or?
I wanted to do police, and then got into corrections as kind of a stepping stone. But then the pay is a lot better. It's a government-based job, so I'm super happy where I am right now.
What made you want to get into law enforcement to begin with?
It was generally to help people. So I used to work with kids before I got into law enforcement. I worked with kids that were kind of getting into trouble, and I just kind of wanted like more of a what's the word I'm looking for? Challenge, I guess you could say, to work with adults, with inmates. However, the prison that I'm in right now, the inmates are very already institutionalized, and there's no kind of reintegration back into society for them. So it's a bit tough, but.
Well, let's talk about what brings you out to a very different pressure cooker of a situation here where you got some wide open space, but, contained within the game of Survivor. So talk to me about your history with the show and what made you decide to go from a fan to a player.
Well, so Survivor was a family staple. Like when I was a kid, me and my little brother growing up, we'd watch it with mom and dad on the couch every Wednesday night. And mom always had these fun games where she'd manipulate the challenge somehow in the house. Me and my brother would do the challenge, and whoever won would get like the first piece of dessert or something like that. And I always won the challenge.
I was just saying, what was your record?
I always won, so I was destined to be here. But and then I moved overseas to play hockey. My brother moved away, so we stopped watching Survivor with mom and dad. But it's still something that we talk about every so often. But now, unfortunately, my dad has an eye condition called glaucoma. Basically, it's a deterioration of the eye. It's tunnel vision, but it gets darker and darker and darker until it's just black. And this will be the last season of Survivor he'll ever be able to see, because he'll be blind by the end of the year.
Oh my god!
So for his son to be on it, it means more than anything.
Yeah,
right?
to like see your kid live out his dream on television in more ways than one.
Yeah, it's emotional, but it's one of the motivational reasons for why I'm here.
So talk to me more about, you went overseas to play hockey. Was this in Australia,
This
right?
is in Australia, yeah.
Interesting.
Back when I was a kid, I was 18, and I wasn't going to make the NHL, but I got offered to play in a pro league over there. So went over there. I got injured, so my career didn't last very long. Then ended up meeting a girl and brought her back to Canada, and now we're married. So,
oh, congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah.
So, what was that culture shift like? Though, I mean, obviously, you were experiencing it within a relationship too.
Yeah, well, I mean, the culture shift from Canada to Australia is pretty similar. It's a very laid back community. I'd move there tomorrow if I could. If I could transfer my job there tomorrow, I would. But Canada's a beautiful place as well. So just a bit more colder, right?
Yeah.
So like just 2 weeks ago, I was in minus 20 with snow, and now here I'm sweating off my undercarriage and plus 30 Celsius. So
there you go. It's a whole range of temperatures,
absolutely.
and a whole range of seasons to talk about as well from Survivor. So if you could give me one winner and one non-winner who you identify with the most, could be personally, strategically, anything under the sun.
Yeah. So I'll talk about let's talk about 47 and 48 right now, because those are the two most recent ones that I'm most familiar with at the time. But Sam on 47. I love that man. He doesn't know it yet. We're best friends. He just doesn't know it.
Yeah.
He played it so well. He's a good dude. I love everything about him. I think he should have won that game. And 48, someone I'm following is Joe. Me and Joe are very, very, very similar. We're both in law enforcement. We both take care of other people before ourselves. And I haven't seen where that season is right now, but all the best to that man. I hope to shake his hand one day.
Interesting. So talk to me about that natural, I mean, I guess that sort of comes from, again, why you want to go into law enforcement. Do you find yourself like a natural nurturer when you see other people in need?
Yeah, I take care of other people for myself. I run the Special Olympics program up in St. Albert, Canada. Well, I don't run the whole program. I run the golf program, and I coach some other programs. So all my volunteer time, or all my time away from my job, I'm volunteering with Special Olympic athletes and helping them get better at whatever sport they want. And it's just, I don't know. I don't even put that on my resume. I don't talk about it much. I just enjoy doing it. It's just part of my life. So
Nice. So looking back, so when it comes to your favorite moment in Survivor history, did it involve any of the guys that you were talking about?
Yeah, I mean, Survivor's been around for, well, we're going on 49, but Joe with Ava there, when she had her autistic little episode there, when he went to comfort her, I was crying on my couch.
Of course.
Like, it was, I mean, that's an emotional thing, and the audience, people in America and people in Canada, that's what brings them back to watching the next episode, right? So that's, I'm not saying I'm going to be crying holding everyone, but that's the exact man that I hope to be one day, who Joe is.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so interesting though, and Jeff even points that out in the moment, right? In a game like this, where emotions can be weaponized, certainly the way you feel about people, the way you feel about yourself. Is that something you anticipate having to manage when you're out here? Or is it more so for you, I gotta be me. I gotta be this natural person.
I'm gonna be me, and I in my interview earlier, I said like I'm not gonna change who I am. Being me got me to where I am today.
Right.
So why change what I'm doing? And I said I'm gonna come into this game being loyal, honest. I might have to go behind people's back. It's not something I want to do, but if I make the top 3, I want to be able to look them all in the eye and say I never backstabbed you. I'm all of your friends after the show, and I was completely like honest and loyal to each and every one of you. And if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. That's the game I kind of want to play.
Interesting.
Yeah. But who knows? Who knows? I say that now. That might change in a couple days, right?
Well, because I feel like, especially, in 48, especially before, the episodes that aired before we all left here, like, that was definitely a discussion point, including on the island, of, like, especially the new era, so fast, so gamey,
Yes.
plenty of ways to stab people in the back. So there was a question of, like, is this a game that you can play? And there's a conversation around, like, it depends on the people you're with.
It does.
Too.
It does, and it's super hard to tell who the people are with because we can't talk to anyone right now, right?
Yeah.
So basically it's just, and I've always told people, don't judge a book by its cover. But that's what we're doing right now. We're judging each other just based on looks. Are they smiling? Are they not smiling? Do you think they're into me? Do you think they're not into me? And that's all I'm working with right now, right? So I'm really looking forward to getting this game started and just, peeling that first layer of onion back and seeing what people are like, right? So
what's one life experience you feel has prepared you the most? Because it seems like you have done so much. I've been looking at your bio right now, and it just seems like you got your pilot's license, you're a federal, peace officer. Like, there's so many things that you have to your resume.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I think the biggest motivational factor, honestly, to be here right now is me and my wife. We were trying to have a child before I applied for this show for about 4.5 years.
Wow.
And we couldn't get pregnant, and so we got doctor's help, and we did different sort of procedures and stuff like that. And I finally gave up, and I just said, like, if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. So I applied for Survivor, and I'm like, just get out of here. I'm not going to make it anyways, kind of thing. And she had a procedure done, and then she is pregnant now. And
congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm going to be missing the birth of our first kid while I'm here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's I've already cried about it today at the interview, so I'm kind of out of tears, but it was a decision I had to make, and my wife said, go and do it. Like, you're going to have a little brand new baby boy when you get back.
Exactly.
Money.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. Bring it home. It's bittersweet being here right now.
Yeah.
Like, she's by herself at home, but that's my motivational factor here to get this job done and bring back some money.
Yeah, there'll be a birth at home, and you're getting birthed into the game through the mud that Jeff will throw you into.
That's right. So, I mean, I got so many things I'm playing for. I just hope it goes the right way for me.
So, on that note, what would you say is your biggest superpower and your biggest piece of kryptonite that you're bringing into this game?
I think my biggest superpower would be my way to attract people to me, just with my demeanor, like my smile. I'm just the kind of guy, and I've always been, where when I walk in the room, and I'm not being cocky about this, but everyone wants to come chat to me. I'm the guy with the loud voice and laughing and talking and being nice to everyone. And that's going to help me out here. People are going to want me to be on their lives because they're going to feel cared and nurtured for, right?
Yeah.
My biggest kryptonite is I'm Canadian. I'm a nice person. I'm too nice. And for me to have to write down someone's name on a jury ticket, and take their dream away from them, and that's part of my doing, that doesn't sit well for me. But I got to keep telling myself, this is a game. This is Survivor. You have to do this. You're all gonna be buddies at the end. So I think that's my biggest kryptonite, is I'm too nice of a person.
So, from my research, I believe you might be the first player from Alberta to play
I think so.
Survivor. What does that mean for you?
It means everything. I don't know for sure. I think I might be the only Canadian on this season too. I don't know. But I got all of Alberta like going to be cheering for me. Well, when they can find out. Especially, I'm from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, so that's where I grew up. They're all gonna be cheering for me too, and just have Canada on my back. And it's just you're wearing the flag up here, right? So down here, I guess.
Well, let's talk about perceptions here, because I'm sure I'm not telling you anything new when your physical presence is something that I think is one of the first things that people would probably notice in a game like this. Is that something you're gonna steer into? I mean, we talk about
No.
Okay.
You're right. Like, I do have the stereotypical douchebag look. I guess I got the tattoos. I'm tanned. I go to the gym. I have muscle. I smile. I'm confident. However, that is intimidating to a lot of people just walking down the street, right? So I'm gonna shut that down straight away. Like, I'm just gonna open up and be myself and be funny and show them the real me right away, that I'm not just this big meathead out there to boss people around. Because that's not my personality, right? So
when it comes to tribe camaraderie, again, I think that people would look to the sort of alpha types to be the leader to help with the shelter. Is that a role that you would want to take?
Typically, no. I don't want to take, like, in any other situation, yes. I love taking the lead. I've always been the captain on teams. That's who I am. I love taking the lead. In this game, the leader never really goes too far because they're trying to boss everyone around. So I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do all my work that I have to do. I'm going to let someone else take the lead. And if they tell me to do something, absolutely, no worries. I'll go get it done for you. Even if I think it's a stupid idea, I'll still do it, right? So it's just creating that camaraderie and just the trust and give someone else the power for once, right? I don't need it all the time.
Yeah. So when it comes to prep, again, I would imagine from a physical perspective, I'm not sure actually if anything changed, when you found out you were coming out here, but what was your prep process like once you got the call?
When I got the call, I did more swimming. I did more lap swimming. I still went to the gym like I always did. I got a couple massages, did some physiotherapy on my shoulders and stuff like that, just to I'm getting old. I'm 35, right? So just bringing everything back together. But the prep was pretty much the same. Just ate a little bit more carbs. Just trying to fatten up a little bit before this, and then I'm going to lose it all right away.
Any puzzles or fire making or anything?
Yeah, so funny story. So my mom bought me a Survivor puzzle. It's a tree, and it's got all these plastic pieces, and they all kind of intertangle to each other.
Yeah.
I'm not good at puzzles. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not good at it. So I opened it up, and I looked at the damn thing, and looking at it, and I'm trying it, and getting frustrated at it. So anyways, I said, you know what, I'm going to go get a pizza. I'll do it when I get back. I got a call like 2 minutes later from my wife. She finished it. So it's just like, I am not good at puzzles, and I'm not going to make it known. But I mean, they can use me for other stuff. They can use me for the swimming. They can use me for the physical stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, when we get to the merge, I got to do my own puzzle. I mean, that's gonna be hilarious for the fans to see. So.
Well, let's talk about some of these people that will be alongside you as you do that swimming, do that muscly portion. I'm sure you've been assessing these people as you've been sitting here in the preseason. So let's start on the positive side of things. You can give me their initials. You can give me descriptions of them. Who's giving you good vibes right now? Who's like day one if we hit the beach?
Yeah, so there's a gentleman. I think he's half African American. First name starts with an A. I don't know last name. Very similar to me. He's always smiling. He's sitting at his table. He's smiling. He's a bigger guy. He just looks like he loves life. So if I don't know if he's on my tribe, if he is, I'm 100% going to him like straight away and just being like, dude, I think we're the same person. Like we're just from different places. But I also want to find a younger female, so I can be like that big brother kind of that mentor that she's gonna feel that she's getting taken care of and she can trust me and stuff like that. And I just want to core 3 off the bat and then kind of finding a fourth somewhere as well. So yeah.
What about specifics on the other side? Is there anyone that you're either not getting good vibes from or you're like, oh, this person's a threat?
Threat? No. I haven't seen anyone where I'm like, this person's like, I'm kind of scared of this person. Not at all. There's a couple people that I think are taking the game very, very serious right from day one that haven't said a word. Well, we're not allowed to say a word anyways, but they're just down the pipes, not smiling at anyone, just doing their work and just what do you call it? Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a couple people there that are doing that. At the end of the day, that's what they can do that if they want to. When we get to the beach and Jeff says Survivor's ready, go. Game's on. We'll see what you're made of.
Yeah, you're looking for that connection in that moment, though. I'm sure.
I want the connection with people that are close to their families too. I like people that love their families, love their friends, and are just genuinely good people. Those are the people I can trust. Absolutely.
Well, let's invite some more members into your on-island family here. Let's talk about idols, advantages, journeys. Is this something you're going to try to incorporate into your game?
Yes, if I find one, I will. I'm not going to actively look for advantages, I don't think. Because once again, I told you about my puzzles.
Yeah.
I got to figure out a puzzle by myself. That's not happening, right? So I'm going to have to pull someone in. So I'm going to have to see who my alliance members are and if I can trust them with that kind of information. So actively look for them? I don't think so. If I happen to stumble across one, I'll see kind of where we are in the day, how soon tribal council's coming. If it's, if it's a day away, maybe I'll open it, give me a day and a half to do it, right? So I haven't really thought that far yet, to be honest.
So let's say if you do find something, do you tell people about it?
I would tell if I completely trusted them with my life. I can read someone pretty quickly to know if they're trustworthy or not. So I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Well, let's stay in production shoes here. I'm going to let you take a page out of Jeff's book. If you could either bring in a twist from a previous season or bring in a twist or an advantage that you can create on your own, brand new, that you want to play with in this season, let's manifest it right now. What do you want to play with?
Oh, man. That's tough. What I would get rid of is a shot in the dark.
You want to get rid of the shot in the dark?
I don't like it.
Ooh, why is that?
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like you can create such a camaraderie in a team, and they have that 1 in 6 chance or whatever the numbers are.
Yeah.
And then your whole game's screwed if they have that thing, right? So it is part of the game. I just personally don't like it. What would I bring in though? You got me on the spot here, man.
No, take your time, dude. I know it's a lot to pull from.
I'd maybe bring in like an idol or something that's good right till the merge.
Ooh.
Right from the start. So, but it's like the task is like incredibly hard, right? Like I don't know what the task would be, but if you take it, you get a idle until merge. If you don't take it, you lose your vote till merge. Like a big stake or something like that.
Yeah.
So you really got to be sure about it. So
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool.
So, if you were a juror, there are so many pieces of criteria that you can utilize when it comes to voting for a winner, right? It could be loyalty, could be relationship-based, could be strategic, could be resume, story, etc. Do you have like a core value in your mind at this moment? If I were to ask you to write out, like, if I were a juror, I'd vote blank, what would be that blank?
Be respect.
Respect. Interesting.
Respect. It would be if I felt respected by the person and I wasn't like used as a puzzle piece for their game. If I actually felt like a respect from the person, they would get my vote. Loyalty, respect.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You mentioned this a little bit before with the shot in the dark, but I'm curious, do you have any other big, what you feel are controversial Survivor opinions? Some hot takes about a player, a season, the show in general?
Not really any hot takes. I think Sam should have won 47.
Yeah.
But I'm just a big Sam fan.
Yeah, so talk to me about that. Was it just the way he was playing?
I think the way he was playing it, he was very low key, but he was quirky, smart. Didn't rub people the wrong way. I don't know how many people even voted for. Like he didn't invent many votes against him for the whole season.
And that was the argument he made at the end too.
Yeah, like he played the game with respect and integrity, and I loved watching him play. Like I hope to get to meet the man one day.
Well, it's interesting because you wrote in your bio that you're the glue of your friendship group, and this is the glue guy you're talking about.
He's the glue guy. Yeah, I'm the glue guy with my friends, and he's the glue guy with his buddies. So
in the new era, we've seen a couple of times this idea of like a disaster tribe. You know, a tribe that ends up losing again and again. You know, I'm sure you don't want to put yourself in that worst case scenario, but do you anticipate having to change your strategy if you find yourself on that tribe?
Yeah, I mean, in pre-merge, the weaker ones have to go. They have to go. The ones that can't physically swim properly, or not, I wouldn't say properly, but very good, or they have a hard time climbing a rope that's slowing the team down. They just have to go because I don't want to go to trouble before the merge.
Yeah.
Right? If I have to, I'm not going to create an alliance with someone that is physically that weak. I don't think, because then I'm going to be stuck in a rock and a hard place, right? So, yeah, I don't know. The weak's got to go off. Like I say that really meanly, but you got to have a strong tribe to get to the merge.
Last thing I want to ask, I'm going to throw out an odd scenario at you here. You can have a loved one's visit, but it has to be a celebrity or a fictional character. Who are you bringing out?
A loved one, but a celebrity?
Or a fictional character.
Or a fictional character. Jeez. Man. That's tough. It shouldn't take me this long to answer either.
I mean, it's a weird question.
It is a weird question. Maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger just come out. He's just an idol.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, man. I don't know. I like him.
Yeah, have the Terminator out here in Fiji.
Absolutely.
Like,
why not?
And I think he could pump you up in a manner of speaking.
Pump me up, get me going, and fire me up.
Well, thank you for coming and bringing all of this. This
is great. This
such
is
a great opportunity to shoot the shoot with you. And I imagine there's a lot weighing on you right now. You know, it seems like you are playing for a lot at home, and I think that's going to allow you to throw your heart into this game.
That's it, man. Wearing my heart on my sleeve and playing for my family.
And that's what we admire about some of the best, are people who give their all, each and every ounce of effort. And considering, what you're playing for, I think that it's something that's incredibly admirable. And I think also it's going to allow you to, wake up every morning, even during the worst possible times, and be like, think about who I'm doing this for.
100%, man. That's what's going to get me through the nights, get me through the days.
Yeah, and very early congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I'm a father myself, and it's life changing. It's a lot, but it is it's beautiful.
It's going to be interesting if they tell me or not. So we'll see what happens.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.